It's main event time here in New York City, ROH's 6th anniversary show, and we have a huge, big fight atmosphere between Nigel McGuinness, the ROH World Champion, and the challenger, American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Referee Paul Turner calls for the opening bell, and what is arguably ROH's most classic rivalry has another chapter here for the world title. And you have to be here live to experience an atmosphere like this for yourselves, folks.
Bryan Danielson with the wrist lock. Nigel rolls forward. Tries to take out the leg of Danielson, but holding his ground. And takes Nigel down. Controlling the arm of McGuinness.
It was a very big matchup for both these athletes, not just because Bryan's trying to become the first ever two-time ROH World Champion, considering he main evented the first ROH show 6 years ago to the day. That would be quite a feat for him to win the title for a second time here in Manhattan. But Nigel has something at stake here in this matchup as well. He has never beaten Dragon in a singles match in the middle of the ring, and they've had some classic battles.
He wants to prove that he can do just that here tonight and retain the ROH World title successfully.
Every time these two get in the ring together, it is indeed a great matchup. Dragon with a great drop kick to the knee. Takes out the legs of McGuinness. Like I said, they've had great matches each and every time they've stepped in the ring together. There's a very determined look on the face of the champion in the corner. Back at Weekend of Champions, Generation Now, unified, driven, the epic encounter too, and their most recent singles matchup back at Survival of the Fittest 2007, a match that went to a 20-minute draw between these two great athletes.
Of course, earlier tonight, Nigel McGuinness, fearful of the head injuries that he has sustained in recent months, thinking about concussions and the lasting effects of professional wrestlers. Maybe he shouldn't get in the ring with someone like Bryan Danielson that focuses so much on attacking the head and blows to the head of his opponents. Bryan Danielson assuring McGuinness that he will stay away from the head during the course of this matchup and just try and win the title a second time here tonight without attacking the head and causing Nigel to suffer another concussion during the course of this world title battle.
Right now doing just that by controlling the legs of McGuinness. Passing the champ chest first against the canvas. Paul Turner checking on him, and Danielson maybe looking to lock in the bow and arrow here as he's got his knees firmly placed into the spine of the ROH World Champ and turns him right into position. Submission predicament for the champ.
Just stretching Nigel McGuinness over the knees. And Danielson doing a good job of keeping his own shoulders off the canvas. And not in a predicament right there as Nigel almost wound up on top of Danielson. As now it's just a battle of strength as Danielson tries to force the arms of McGuinness against the canvas and the shoulders down. But only two.
Nigel able to power that left shoulder off the canvas. Work his way back to his knees. But now the arms trapped right around the throat.
Into the Japanese stranglehold goes Danielson. Trying to take away the breath of McGuinness. He's trying to work his way back to a standing position. He does. The champion trying to back Danielson over, takes him overhead. Listen to these fans. A boo as he turns the tables on Danielson into a stranglehold of his own. Going for a lariat, but Danielson escapes the attempt.
Yeah, you heard the fans booing Nigel there when he had the advantage on Danielson. It seems like we've undergone a bit of a divorce between Nigel McGuinness and the fans here after Nigel's actions earlier this evening, basically threatening to walk out without wrestling tonight.
A little bit of a disconnect between Nigel and the fans here.
And the USA chant from the fans here in Manhattan, just once again trying to get under the skin of the world champ.
Many fans showing their support for Danielson, many detractors for McGuinness. As they lock up, collar and elbow once again. Nigel into the side headlock on Dragon. Holding on to it as Danielson backs him up against the ropes. Shoots Nigel off. Shoulder tackle, down goes Danielson. Back to his feet, side headlock takeover by the champion.
Nigel used all his momentum coming off the ropes. He has the size advantage, able to take Danielson off his feet and then grab the side headlock, now just driving the forearm right across the bridge of the nose of the challenger.
Danielson gets the head scissors on McGuinness. They're not striking the head, but keeping it trapped. Trying to cut off the oxygen, wear down McGuinness with this hold right here.
Also has
the foot as well.
Exactly, using multiple body parts to attack his opponent here. Really wrenching down, almost a variation of a half crab while trapping the head. Really pulling down with all of his weight on McGuinness.
Danielson, a master of just stretching his opponents in different ways. A very unique predicament. Into a half crab he goes. And the referee asking Nigel, he's had enough, but he positions his body so that he can grab hold of that bottom rope to force a break. Releases before the count of 5.
A break from the challenger as the champion looking a little bit frustrated against the ropes as referee Paul Turner asks him back to his feet.
And Danielson giving Nigel the opportunity to get back to a standing position. And again, encouraging some of these fans who are trying to get under Nigel's skin with that USA chant.
Nigel taking his time before locking back up here. I think a little bit agitated at this point as he drives the shoulder to the midsection. He caught Danielson coming in. And some words for the fans here in Manhattan.
European uppercut from the champion. Danielson staggered into the corner. Another hard European uppercut.
Well, Nigel reached way back before delivering that blow. A lot of force behind it. Has the arm trapped on the rope.
Oh, and now mocking Danielson. Trying to get under Danielson's skin.
As well as the fans here in Manhattan who like to chant, "I've got till 5" along with Bryan.
That as well. Reversal of the whip. Headstand in the corner. And Danielson comes charging with a drop kick to the body of McGuinness, not the head like usual. And goes soaring through the ropes, connecting with the tie.
Once again, it's the body of McGuinness crashing into the barricade. As again, Dragon doing a good job of keeping his vow to stay away from the head of McGuinness.
This crowd encouraging Danielson as he goes to the top rope. Nigel to his feet. Missile drop kick from Dragon, and right back to his feet he comes.
Oh, the crowd giving Danielson a big burst of energy here. He has the advantage. Nice reversal, though, by McGuinness. Danielson lands on his feet.
Belly-to-back suplex, and Nigel grabbing the back of his head upon the impact there. There's the belly-to-back suplex, dropping you across your shoulder blades and your neck, but it looked like the back of his head did bounce off the canvas. It wasn't intentional on Danielson's part, though. But Nigel out to the floor, holding his head and complaining to the official. And these fans trying to get under Nigel's skin. No, it can't end like this!
Well, this is unbecoming of the ROH World Champion.
No, this is unbelievable!
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Paul Turner has disqualified Nigel McGuinness. He awards the bout as a result of a disqualification to American Dragon Bryan Danielson. You wankers wanted your title match. Well, now you've got your title match. Screw you.
Well, he told the fans earlier they were going to get the world title match, and he just said, "There's your world title match."
He's leaving!
Wait a second. You wait a second. You know something, Nigel McGuinness? Myself and all the previous ROH World Champions have been busted our ass and put everything on the line so you can disrespect the belt like that. So we're going to give you an ultimatum. You get back in that ring, defend that belt with honor, or you got to get through all of us.
Well, he's offended the entire locker room.
Aries and Strong standing side by side. That's how much the ROH World title means to the locker room. They're not going to let Nigel walk out. Where's Nigel going to go? Bryan's got him, chopping away at the chest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ring of Honor President Kerry Silken has stated this match must be restarted.
The match is back on. Knee to the midsection by McGuinness. Driving the head of Danielson into the turnbuckle. Kick to the back and then down across the chest. This is a total disconnect between Nigel and the fans of Ring of Honor.
Drives Danielson's shoulder first, right into the turnbuckles. Going right back to work on the arm. All the way through to the post.
Shoulder first to the ring post.
What an exchange of hatred here in New York between the ROH World Champ and the fans.
Oh, they are letting him hear it. Kicking out in the legs of Bryan Danielson after going to work on that shoulder. Look at the intensity on Nigel's face as he scissors that arm with the legs.
Yeah, intensity on the face as well as disdain for the fans here in Manhattan.
As he does damage to Danielson, continuing to yell at the fans.
The fans continue to chant USA as McGuinness tells them no one's going to stop him.
Just smacking Danielson and talking some trash. He's kicking back. But he takes out his leg. See that leg bandaged up on Bryan Danielson. He's now boot right across the throat of the challenger.
Just completely ignoring the warnings of referee Todd Sinclair so he can continue to dialogue with the fans here in Manhattan.
Fans encouraging Bryan Danielson. European uppercut from Nigel. All the way across the ring. European in the corner.
Well, the bigger story developing here, though, not the disconnect and the divorce between McGuinness and the fans, but the challenger, Bryan Danielson, is in big, big trouble right now. He's been taking punishment ever since this match has been restarted.
He's clutching that shoulder, and every time he gets in a standing position, Nigel takes out his legs. Nigel's using some dirty tactics now, wrapping that arm around the rope. We haven't seen Nigel act like this since he was pure champion.
He's got Danielson in the corner. That arm wrapped around the post.
USA! Mocking the fans while doing more damage to Bryan Danielson. Still with hold of that arm. Into the ring post.
Trying to soften up that arm of Danielson for that arm submission.
Back up on the apron, very confident. Steps through the ropes back inside the ring.
Pulls Danielson out of the corner. Drives the arm down to the canvas one more time.
Now that shoulder of Danielson driven right into the mat. Continuing to pick apart that arm. And twisting away on the head as well.
Pressure on the arm. Now as well as the neck and the shoulder of Danielson.
Look at Nigel glaring at these fans.
Blowing kisses to the fans here in Manhattan as they continue to urge the challenger back to his feet.
European uppercut from the champion. It's safe to say everyone in this building at this point wants to see Bryan Danielson become a two-time ROH World Champion tonight, but he can't get in a standing position here.
Another European from McGuinness drops him to the canvas, drags him right back up, and connects again, sending Danielson almost limp to the canvas.
The situation between Nigel and the fans has been developing for months. Slowly, some of the crowd turning on him. And now it is exploding here in Manhattan. Another European uppercut, but blocked. Lariat ducked. Big kick from Danielson. Digging down. They want to see Danielson become a two-time world champion.
Kick to the midsection. McGuinness sent to the ropes. Danielson charges and drives the knee to the solar plexus. McGuinness right back up one more time, sent to the ropes. Again, Danielson charges and takes him out with a knee.
Oh, what a kick to the spine of the world champion.
Oh, he just measured him and drove the boot right between the shoulder blades of McGuinness.
Now Danielson with such a look of determination on his face. Nigel out to the apron, grabbing the back of his head. Big running start from Danielson, right to the back once again.
McGuinness on the floor out against the apron, trying to buy some time. But Danielson reaches through and drags him up to the apron.
We're gonna bring him back inside. Car getting behind Dragon. Nigel trying to block the attempt at the suplex. Suplexes Danielson to the floor.
McGuinness with a little more energy at this point in the matchup, able to reverse that attempt and sent the challenger crashing out to the floor.
More disrespect for the fans here in New York City from the champion. The hard European uppercut on the floor.
There's one more for you, fruitcake.
McGuinness now, running start. Another European uppercut levels Bryan Danielson.
Oh, the impact just drove Danielson between the guardrails, almost out into the front row here. Great momentum on that blow from McGuinness. He had a running start from one end of the ring to the other. Knife edge chop to the chest sends Danielson crashing down to the timekeeper's table.
You, Dragon.
A reversal of the whip, and the champion back first into the steel barricade.
And a determined look on the face of the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, as he realizes he is very much back in this world title match.
Tried to rebound right there. Danielson ducked and basically backdropped Nigel into the crowd, telling the fans to move out of the way. The Dragon can fly. Back inside the ring. This is the man that put ROH on the map 6 years ago to the day, and now he is trying to win the ROH World title for a second time.
Dumps the champion rather unceremoniously back towards the ringside area. And just that quickly, the tide has turned into the favor of Bryan Danielson as he pitches the champion under the bottom rope. Quickly makes his way to the apron and now all the way to the top rope as McGuinness struggles to his feet. Danielson on top. Caught by McGuinness.
A hold of the legs of Danielson. Going for the triangle choke. Nigel escapes. Lariat!
Right across the jaw of Bryan Danielson.
These fans getting on the case of McGuinness. Look at Bryan clutching his face after the devastation to the jaw right there. Double count now administered by senior official Todd Sinclair. The champion now goes for the cover. Danielson kicks out.
Both men slow to get back to their feet, but it is McGuinness back first. Has control of Danielson in the corner. Sets him on the top.
Going for the Tower of London. Danielson trying to hold on and block.
Bryan brings his feet back inside the ropes and shrugs McGuinness off.
Body scissors takes Nigel McGuinness over the top and to the floor.
Great body control on display by Danielson right there. Able to take the champion out to the floor.
Nigel back to his feet. Here comes Dragon. But an uppercut as he went through the ropes there. Tower of London. To the floor. The Tower of London to the floor. And Nigel grabbing his head upon the impact of that as well.
Both men down on the outside.
Do it for the Irish.
Feeling the effect of that maneuver. McGuinness grabbing his head.
Well, he's been busted open. Look, maybe they might have knocked heads when that maneuver was delivered.
Blood beginning to flow from the head of the champion, but doesn't seem to faze him right now as he goes for the cover.
That was a devastating blow to the head, and it's not really having much of an effect on McGuinness.
Maybe Nigel's head's a little bit better than he's letting on. But he turns his attention back to the challenger. He's got the arms hooked. He's going for cow mutilation here.
Using Danielson's own hold against him. Cattle mutilation from McGuinness draws the boos of these fans here in New York City. Can Dragon hang in there? That shoulder took a hell of a beating earlier in the match.
Right in the center of the ring, McGuinness has him trapped. See blood flowing from the head of Danielson as well as McGuinness.
Oh yeah, they did crack heads, and both men were busted open. Danielson on top. Only two.
Couldn't keep his body weight across the chest of McGuinness for that third count.
Nigel, the first one to his feet, just waiting for Danielson to get up. Going for the jawbreaker lariat. Danielson ducks. Goes for that knee strike, but Nigel moved out of harm's way, and now it's Danielson hung up on the top rope. Nigel getting him in position for the lariat.
He likes to utilize that lariat when his foe is perched on the top rope. And Nigel in the corner on the second. Lariat!
He gets it. Danielson back to his feet, but he's out on his feet.
Just instinct right there as Danielson didn't want his shoulders on the canvas, but he's up on the top one more time. Tower of London!
You gotta hand it to Bryan Danielson.
Oh, it just shows you how badly he wants to be the ROH World Champion a second time.
And going to work on that arm and that shoulder once again. Arm submission cinched in by Nigel McGuinness. He's won several matches with this hold before, and he has picked apart that arm and that shoulder. Look at the pain on the face of Bryan Danielson, trying to hang in there.
Refusing to give it up and makes it to the ropes.
Nigel forced to release the hold. That took a lot out of Bryan Danielson, though. Going back to the hold once again is McGuinness. Once again cinches it in, but Danielson takes out the legs. Almost 3.
Not enough energy to hold him down once again. Another near fall for the challenger.
Both men back up. Ducks the lariat. O'Connor roll. Chaos Theory. Nails with the German suplex rolling all the way through. He needs to follow up.
So worn down, though, at this point. Pain coursing through his body. See him grabbing at his shoulder. Blood flowing from the head. The crowd continues to urge the challenger back to his feet.
Favoring that arm. Both men back up. Shot to the midsection. Chop. A hard exchange between these two men. Bryan using body shots, still avoiding going to the head. A shot to the throat from the champ.
Danielson keeping his word, even after McGuinness tried to weasel his way out of this.
Sidesteps him, kick to the back. Danielson now with McGuinness placed up top. Perhaps thinking about the belly-to-back superplex.
Nigel trying to hang on, he's hooking his legs. Elbows to the back of the head, trying to free himself. Dragon hanging on.
Both men to the top. Superplex.
Needs to go for the cover here. Hooks the leg. No!
He's got the arms. Going for cattle mutilation. He's got it.
Nigel doesn't tap. Bryan's got him in position for the elbows. He's got him wide open.
He's holding back. He's staying away from the head. Staying true to his word. Tiger suplex. 2 3/4.
Again, McGuinness gets the shoulder up. Shots to the rib cage again.
More body shots, elbows this time, but not to the head, to the ribs. Repeatedly for Bryan Danielson. Going after the arm. Nigel refuses to tap. Triangle choke.
Again, the head was exposed for Danielson to throw those elbows, and he wouldn't do it. Nigel's starting to go out.
He's fading. The referee checking on him. No, he's still in this match, and the crowd voicing their displeasure. Danielson trying to really cinch it in.
Really cranking down on the head.
Trying to wear out McGuinness. Is he out?
One more. And again, McGuinness fights his way through.
Danielson trying to keep hold of him, but Nigel reaches the bottom rope, and Danielson must release.
You gotta give McGuinness credit.
This is what the world title means after 6 years. Both men back to their feet. More body shots from the challenger.
It's Danielson who looks the fresher of the two, firing away in the corner.
Tell him to count him out.
He's got a 10 count.
Nigel's up. More body shots from Danielson. Again, avoiding the head. Oh, a headbutt from Nigel, using his head as a weapon.
Danielson has stayed away from the head the entire match, and McGuinness is using his head as a weapon.
You gotta wonder if Nigel's head might be a little bit better than you think. He just headbutted the bad eye of Bryan Danielson. Oh, they knock heads with one another.
Like battering rams.
Again to the bad eye of Bryan Danielson. He's clutching his eye after the impact of that headbutt.
Hey. Nigel, come on, back up.
Nigel complaining about his head, and now he goes after a weakness on Danielson, that bad eye that sidelined him.
And he uses his head as a weapon to do it. This is all a plan. I don't know what's going on. Danielson's eye's in trouble.
He's up!
Lariat from McGuinness. Goes behind, traps the arm. He's got him set. Elbows to the head. He's attacking the head of Danielson.
Right to the eye! Elbow right to the eye, and now back to the arm submission!
Bryan's out!